Do not make the mistake of only visiting Amsterdam on your next trip to the Netherlands. In this video, I'll show you 7 amazing cities that are all within an hour from Amsterdam and are definitely worth a visit. The Netherlands is a beautiful country that is visited by over 20 million people every year, but a lot of tourists will only visit Amsterdam and the surrounding areas in North Holland. All while down south there are many more amazing cities that are visited by way less people than the capital, and in my opinion are just as or even more beautiful. And I would know because I live here. These other cities often have a rich history, beautiful buildings and amazing experiences. So without further ado, here are 7 Dutch cities you should visit instead of Amsterdam that are less than an hour away. Starting off at number 1 we have Delft, a beautiful old city in the province of South Holland. Delft really impressed me on my first visit. I parked my car and walked around for only 2 hours, during which I saw all of these amazing sights. Now, a side note is that when doing city trips in the Netherlands, you're better off going by train. The Dutch road network is great, but all cities have paid parking. I would rather recommend taking public transport, as trains, trams, metros, buses, and even public transport bicycles will get you literally anywhere in this country. Now on with Delft, which is known for its Delft blue pottery, a staple in Dutch art. But did you know it was also the home of Johannes Vermeer? The painter of the girl with the pearl earring is also known for his paintings of regular people living their lives in, you guessed it, Delft. And among all the beautiful sights you'll find in Delft, there's also this hidden gem, a courtyard called Prinsenhof, which was home to the main figure in the Dutch national anthem, the famous Prince William of Orange, who was also killed in this very place. Now this next city also has a lot of history. Located in the middle of the country is number 2, Amersfoort. Amersfoort was named European City of the Year by the Academy of Urbanism in 2023. It was praised for its quality of life and innovative design, all while maintaining its historical character. I'd recommend going to Amersfoort as a day trip and visiting its medieval city center, which is only a 10-minute walk from the central station. Or of course an even shorter bike ride if you decide to take the public transit bicycles. But do be aware that you can only use these bicycles with a personalized Dutch public transport card. Visit the old city gates and wander around the beautiful old town squares, where you will undoubtedly see this massive church tower. Together with the one in Delft, which we've just seen, these are some of the highest church towers in the country. The very highest tower will be covered later in this video. This tower in Amersfoort, however, has another interesting fact, in that it used to be the center point of the country, holding the 00 coordinate in the national system. Amersfoort was also the birthplace of famous abstract painter Piet Mondriaan, and this theme of famous painters continues as we get to my favorite city in the Netherlands, at number 3, Leiden. Leiden was the birthplace of Rembrandt, and you can still find where he used to live, his old Latin school, and his old studio. But that's not why Leiden is my favorite city. Leiden is full of history, beautiful canals, and amazing museums. From the train station, you walk straight into the city center, where you can explore all the beautiful landmarks. I've actually made a self-guided audio tour that takes you past the most beautiful landmarks and tells you the story behind them. It's called The Hidden Stories of Leiden, and I've put a link to it in the video description. This is the oldest place in the city, and it's also my favorite place to visit. It's an old burcht, a type of castle on top of a hill that overlooks the city. The surrounding area is now a city park. You can just walk around here and take in the views. It's also just like it was over 300 years ago. But besides all the historical buildings, Leiden also has a lot of traditions and celebrations, like the celebration of the liberation from the Spanish over 300 years ago. Leiden, with its university and all of her students, has a young spirit in a beautiful old town. And our next place is just like that. At number 4 is the city of Utrecht. Utrecht, like all other cities on this list, has a great connection to Amsterdam by train. And to get to any other part of the country, you'll probably have to go through Utrecht Central Station, which is also the biggest train station in the country. And from the train station, it's only a small walk to get to the stunning city center. Utrecht is known for its lovely canals that are 2 stories tall, with wharves and cafes by the water, which are an ideal place to have lunch or get a drink on a nice day. As you can see, you can also rent a boat, a kayak, or even a water bicycle to explore the city from the canals. We've seen some tall church towers before, but this one, the Dom in Utrecht, is the tallest church tower in the Netherlands, and I would definitely recommend checking it out. Now from the beautiful city of Utrecht, we head to the city that is home to the International Criminal Justice Court, as well as the Dutch seat of government. At number 5, we have The Hague. The Hague, or Den Haag, has played a big role in Dutch history, and though it's more modern in some places, like this is the new city hall, while this is the old one, there's a beautiful contrast between modernism and history in this city. Just look at these skyscrapers compared to the Dutch parliament, which is actually the very oldest parliament building in the world that is still in use. Also, I make videos about awesome places like these all over the world, so if you find this type of content interesting, then please be sure to subscribe. When visiting The Hague, I would definitely recommend also checking out Scheveningen, which is a beachside part of The Hague with the biggest pier in the country. Now this next place doesn't have the biggest pier, but it has the biggest port in the country. I'm of course talking about number 6, Rotterdam. Rotterdam is one of the most modern cities in the Netherlands. From its world-famous cube homes where, yes, people actually live inside of cubes, to the Markthal or any of the other beautiful buildings in this city, Rotterdam is not like the other cities on this list. The old city center was almost completely destroyed after being bombed by Germany in the Second World War, leaving only a few places standing, like this big church. But as a testament to resilience, Rotterdam is now a great place to visit, with lots of modern activities, like this outdoor wave pool, which is the first of its kind in the world. And I was invited to come surf here before it even opened, so shout out to this awesome place. And what's also an awesome place is our next city on the list, which is number 7, Gouda. You've definitely heard of this place before, only you might recall it as Gouda. And yes, this is actually where Gouda cheese comes from. Every Thursday morning during the summer months, there's a big cheese market, just like the old cheese markets they used to have. Farmers would weigh their cheese inside this building on these massive scales before selling it to customers on the market. Gouda also has one of the most iconic city halls in the Netherlands. Along with a bunch of hidden gems, beautiful streets and museums, Gouda is definitely worth a visit. Now if you need more help discovering the Netherlands, I've made a map featuring all my short form videos that you can check out completely for free in the description. I've also made some self-guided audio tours for the cities of Leiden and Amsterdam. With these, I can show you around the city on your own pace, all while telling you in more detail the stories behind famous landmarks and hidden gems. I'll also put links to these tours in the description. If you want to see more of my content, it'll be on screen right now. Thank you for watching and see you next time.